I asked myself, what is driving the sadness? At times, tears arise, not connected to any one theme, but seem to be the substrate of all behaviors, creativity, anger, and so on. I sincerely asked the question, how do I resolve this underlying level of grief? What I got back was an image. I'm spread out like a snow angel. The surface is me, the inside, and the deeper, closer to the bone, the more this is true, contains a layer of deep red. This red inside me is toxic at this concentration, but the red is powerfully useful if distributed properly, like a very strong fertilizer. The image then separated me into pieces so the red could travel outward to be used for benefit in a more diluted form. The outer shell of me, of course, had to disappear for this to happen. The identity contained the red within itself, and only when this identity dissolved was the red able to move outward in its sublimated form. This would happen at death, but could happen before, if one was able to allow the dissolution of the barrier, the identification with oneself, and the identification with the grief as mine. It is, in fact, the world's grief. Wisdom traditions attempt to give a methodology to the dissolution of this sense of identity. However, I think success is rare here. Rare because there is no method to will away one's sense of personal identity. The harder we try, it is like a fist becoming tighter and tighter. When the hand relaxes, the fist disappears, however. So now, of course, the next question seems to be, how do we relax the hand? Can you see that this question is in itself a form of tightening of the fist? We want an answer. We are not content without one. Now, it seems to me that there is nothing that can be done. And this isn't an admission of failure, it's a recognition that tightening in any form does not produce the desired results. So, I do nothing. I don't do nothing on a specific schedule or in a certain way, hoping doing nothing will work. I'm reconciled that nothing I can do will work because the doer and the doing is the hand tightening into a fist yet again. So I simply let the techniques I've learned drop. This is what I've learned so far. Perhaps sharing this with you is the sublimation required. I hope it's useful.